Good evening, everybody. My name is Todd Scholl. I serve as the lead learner for the SCEA's Center for Educator Wellness and Learning. We call ourselves CEWL. You could find more information about us at CEWL.us. The website's right there, CEWL.us. Happy New Year, everybody. I hope your 2024 has started well. And I know a lot of people are kind of transitioning into the second semester of the school year. We just wish everybody a wonderful January. Hope you had a great Martin Luther King Jr. Day, celebrating that remarkable human being. I had the pleasure of going down to Penn Center in St. Helena Island and found out about the history of the Gullah Geechee people and the Penn Center and Martin Luther King going down there to work with his team to strategize around the civil rights movement. And it was a really inspiring trip, and I highly encourage everybody, if you get a chance to go visit Penn Center, to do that. It's a remarkable history, and the museum there and the buildings and everything is very, very inspirational to go and learn about that. Tonight, we are going to be talking about something called CEWL Coaching. Now, if you haven't heard about this, I'm not going to go into detail, but the people who created it are. It's an amazing opportunity for induction teachers to get one-on-one, one-to-one live coaching with a veteran amazing educator, and it's free and it's online. So we want every induction teacher across the state to know about this and to start utilizing this free service. And so I thought we would bring on Dr. Marcella Wine-Snyder and Angi Brush, two of the CEWL coaches, to talk about CEWL coaching tonight. How are you both doing tonight?
Great.
Awesome. Thanks for having us, Todd.
Oh, you're welcome. It's my pleasure. Not to sound like Chick-fil-A, but it is my pleasure. So tell us, let everybody know, because I think everybody really needs to know what CEWL Coaching is.
Well, first of all, thanks everyone for having me. I'm Marcella Wine-Snyder, the Teaching and Learning Specialist at CEWL, the Center for Educator Wellness and Learning. And I am proud to be joined by educator extraordinaires Angi Brush and Stephanie Johnson as fellow CEWL coaches. And we are actually thrilled to be a resource for induction teachers. But before we get into what CEWL Coaching is, let me share a bit about the mission of CEWL first. So, first of all, CEWL is the brainchild of our host, the brilliant Todd Scholl, and the South Carolina Education Association. So, put simply, CEWL is committed to improving the inner and outer lives of South Carolina's educators. And with this mission in mind, we offer what we like to call a comprehensive array of free professional development opportunities, specifically tailored to public schools and districts. So at CEWL, we are also deeply committed to supporting South Carolina's educators and those who are in their personal and professional journeys. And we strictly believe that by empowering them, we can significantly bolster teacher recruitment and retention, ultimately leading to improved student outcomes and educational excellence. So, our professional development offerings are designed and curated to provide cutting edge resources and transformative learning experiences. And we try to address the unique challenges that are often faced by educators in today's ever evolving educational landscape. So, whether one seeks to enhance classroom instruction or foster a positive and inclusive school culture or prioritize teacher well being, our programs basically cater to a diverse range of needs and aspirations. So, in collaboration with NEA, the SCEA recognized early on the need for support and tailored programming specifically for induction teachers. Thus, in our efforts to build programming around induction support, we created the CEWL Induction Institute, which is a variety of programs that cater to our early career educators. Those are educators between 0 and 5 years of experience. So, what we're doing is we're working with districts across the state to enhance and customize their teacher induction program and provide support as needed and requested for others. So, what also emanated from this work with the Induction Institute during the developmental stages is what we refer to as CEWL coaching. So, let's dive into that. So, what is CEWL coaching? Simply put, it's a one-on-one coaching program tailored to meet the unique needs and aspirations of induction teachers. So teachers can connect with us by using the Zoom link on our website at cool.us/coaching. Once logged in, participants have the opportunity to speak one-to-one with one or more of our cool coaches who have the experience to guide, mentor, and empower our early career educators. Sessions often run the gamut. So sometimes sessions will range from classroom management strategies to lesson planning to instructional strategies and methodologies to uh, how to conduct parent teacher conferences to collaborating with colleagues, strategies for time management, and so forth. So that is precisely what cool coaching is. Simply put, one on one coaching that's tailored to meet the unique needs and aspirations of induction teachers. So, Stephanie, why don't you share with them the 5 reasons to choose Cool Coaching? What are our 5 reasons?
Thank you, Marcella. Our first reason is customized support. Now, our coaching, is tailored to your unique needs as a teacher. And any goals, ensuring that you receive the guidance that you feel like matters. The second thing, experienced coaches. You have our coaches are seasoned educators with a wealth of knowledge and experience in the field. We've been where you are, and we're ready to share our expertise. Number 3, empowerment. We empower you to take charge of your teaching career, build your confidence, build your knowledge, and become the best educator that we all know that you can be. Number 4, results oriented. Our coaching is designed to help you achieve your measurable results in your teaching and throughout your career. And the 5th and final thing, community. By accessing Cool Coaching, you become a part of an extremely supportive community of educators who are very dedicated to your growth and support throughout your career in teaching.
Right. Thanks, Stephanie. And also, another one that I might add is that it is free. Cool Coaching is free to any South Carolina induction teacher.
Mm,
Okay. So
amazing.
Angie is going to share what we offer. When we talk about Cool Coaching, what does that even encompass?
A whole lot. If you go and check out the website that Todd mentioned earlier, cool.us, there is a wealth of information. There are a wealth of resources. You have wellness sessions, sessions that you and your district can request that you guys will come in and do that cover mindfulness, resilience, restorative practice, even trauma-informed basics. And then also on the website under the learning tab, professional development sessions that cover podcasting, screencasting, self-care for educators, classroom instructional strategies for ELA, classroom instructional strategies that are non-specific to a content area that could be used in any classroom. So a wealth of information there. You also have cool beans, cool books, cool conversations, just a whole lot of resources for our early career educators.
Thanks, Angie. I know some of you may be wondering, like, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we do coaching from 6 to 8 p.m. And some of you may be wondering, what are some of the frequently asked questions that we often get during those sessions, or questions that we anticipate from induction teachers? And so we're just going to run down a few of them. So one question that we often get is, does one have to be an induction teacher or member of the SCEA to receive Cool Coaching services? And coaches, what's our response to that?
No, it's for anyone.
Right. So Cool Coaching is for any induction teacher. And I know I've often gotten the question too, is does one even have to be an induction teacher? No, we're not going to turn anyone away. So anyone who wants to benefit from our services, who wants us to brainstorm with them, we welcome everyone. Another question we often get is, do you have any tips for dealing with classroom disruptions? That is one that we like to coach our induction teachers through, how to deal with classroom disruptions. What are some classroom management techniques? Another is, what are some effective teaching methods I can incorporate into my lessons? And that is one I often share when I go out to districts a lot, where they ask about effective teaching methods. How can I be a little bit more diverse in the instructional strategies that I share with students? And sometimes I like to share, like, okay, if you are a teacher, basically, you know, there are 5 types of instructional strategies. So if you are a teacher who focuses primarily on direct instruction, then maybe at some point you want to incorporate indirect teaching strategies. Or if you focus more on experiential instructional strategies, then maybe you want to try something that's indirect or independent, or you might want to try something that's, non-evaluative. So we talk through the different types of instructional strategies. So that's another one that we often get. Stephanie or Angie, do you want to add in? I don't want to monopolize the conversation, just some of the ones that we often get. One is, how do I navigate ethical dilemmas that may arise in the classroom? Or what are the boundaries between my personal and professional life? That is one we often get from induction teachers, because they're at a crossroads where they're trying to do everything all by themselves, all at once. And we tell them, take a break, take a breather. Rome was not built in a day. So pace yourself. Realize that you are going to have to leave some things off of your to-do list until the next day. But you do have to establish boundaries. Angie, Stephanie, do you want to
Just
add anything to that?
reinforcing that and letting them know that is okay, that it's okay to have those boundaries. One of the other great things that I like about our team is that we cover the gamut of elementary, middle, and high school experience. So anyone that logs on to chat with us, between the 3 of us, we have a whole lot of experience, and we love coaching and love sharing that. So I think that's a great characteristics of our team.
I also want to add that one of the highlights that I like about this platform is that, and I think somebody just noted that in the comments, we provide real feedback, not saying that other entities do not, but the honest, immediate, and real feedback where the teachers can call in, enroll in the program, and receive really authentic coaching approach. So I would like to add that aspect.
Absolutely. And a few other questions that we typically get. For example, how can I effectively communicate with parents and colleagues? What are some practical strategies for differentiating instruction? Again, how do I avoid burnout and maintain a healthy work-life balance? And luckily, we have all of those resources on CEWL that we could direct them to, first talk them through those, but then also direct them to additional resources that they can access on their own, on demand, if you will. What other frequently asked questions stand out to the 2 of you?
I don't know if it's a frequently asked question, but just knowing that we've been there. I think sometimes that is a huge comfort, that you're not alone, that between the 3 of us, we've experienced what you're experiencing, and that it's going to be okay.
And again, I'm also kind of watching the comments and as well as participating in the conversation, but the amount of time that we have dedicated to education, and someone wrote in the comments, sometimes coaches in the schools are being assigned to early career teachers and educators, and those coaches hadn't been in the classroom for a long period of time.
Absolutely. So, one thing, what exciting news that we have to share are a few things that are on the horizon, and we are extremely thrilled to share with you new things, what we're going to do new with Cool Coaching. So, not only are we going to continue to offer Cool Coaching on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 6 to 8 p.m. via our Zoom link, but we are now creating additional ways to connect with us. So not only will you be able to access Cool Coaching through Zoom on our webpage, but you'll also be able to email us questions. We're really excited about that. And we're also going to expand our outreach via TikTok and Instagram. So we are extremely excited about those additional opportunities. So be on the lookout for an email link for additional access. Another thing we are extremely excited about, something that is not done in the state of South Carolina at all, is we will be developing our very first general teacher helpline. Right, this is a helpline for all teachers across the state who have a question, who want to talk, who want to brainstorm, providing that resource across the state for any teacher, not just induction teachers, but teachers across the state. So in South Carolina, I think we have a cadre of about 55,000 plus teachers. So we have now that resource, or we will establish that resource for teachers in South Carolina, a teacher helpline. What do you need assistance with? What's on your mind? Another thing that we're excited about expanding Cool Coaching is an observation and feedback component that we're adding to Cool Coaching. So let's say you're a member of the SCEA, you're having some challenges in the classroom. Let's say, for example, you are having a challenge with classroom disruptions, and you want someone from Cool, someone from the SCEA to come into your classroom per your request. This is just for you. Come in, sit in, observe your classroom, take notes, and give you unbiased feedback on what was seen and approaches that you can take to improve. We think that would be a phenomenal resource to our members, and we would only communicate with you. So this is not something that's shared with administrators. It's only shared with you. It's by your request for you, for your own professional development and growth. So we are really excited about that. Another thing that we're excited about is our Dear Cool Coach segment. So if any of you recall, if you're a little bit older than me, you probably recall Dear Abby back in the day. So it used to be this news article where readers could, write in to ask Dear Abby lots of questions. Well, we're going to offer that same segment, but it's going to be called Dear Cool Coach, where we're going to ask our general audience of induction teachers to write in with their questions, and we are going to answer them. So we're going to release that Dear Abby or that Dear Cool Coach segment at least once a month. Okay. And we will try to do that more frequently if we get additional questions that we feel like we need to address immediately. And then periodically, what Todd mentioned earlier is we will be periodically live streaming discussion sessions or coaching conversations is what we're calling it, for our induction teachers as well. So those are the things that are on the horizon. Angie, Stephanie, do you want to add anything to those?
I just think I'm super excited about it because this is where my heart is. I love it, but just to have these resources available to you as a new teacher, you've got access to people that want to help you, that non-evaluative. It is just we're only coming because you asked us to, whether it's logging on for coaching or calling us or emailing or asking for observation feedback. I wish early in my career I had access to something like this. It's just incredible.
I agree, Angie. Sometimes beginning your career in teaching, you experience things that you may not want to share with the coach. And I think the coach had taken on such a role that it was so formal. But what I like about this process is you're making it more, I would say, welcoming, especially having the anonymous opportunity to write in a letter, state of concern without having to have the worry of it getting back to the principal, finding out who someone knows and it getting back to someone else. I am very excited because how many times have we been in that position that we really were probably afraid, intimidated, scared to ask a question and did not want it getting back to the supervisor or someone else that you know that will have some type of effect on your professional career.
Right.
Mhm. Absolutely. We want to do everything that we possibly can to support our teachers, not only our induction teachers, but our veteran teachers here in South Carolina as well. We know that recruitment and retention are important pieces to having the best teachers for South Carolina's classrooms. And that's all we want to do is help support our teachers. And they do so by being a member of the SCEA. These are all things that the SCEA and NEA are proponents of. And so we are so thrilled to have their support and backing in all of these important initiatives. So
Marcella, I keep seeing a question pop up that would the observations be available to non-induction teachers?
Yes, absolutely. Thanks for asking that question, Jessica. Like I said, we want to make sure that we are providing support to South Carolina's teachers. So whatever that support looks like to you, we're going to try to accommodate your request. So thanks for asking that.
This is awesome. I mean, I just, we know about mentoring and the importance of mentoring, and sometimes you get a great mentor, sometimes not so much. Sometimes you also, even though a mentor, you may trust them, it's still someone that you have to work with every day in the same building. So there may be some hesitancy in terms of feeling like, well, if they come in and see me teach, maybe there's going to be some judgment there. Even if that's not true, but being able to have someone come from the outside in a really non-threatening way that's going to be able to just give you this unbiased, unfiltered feedback in a way that's non-threatening and really supportive and constructive. And then also you use the word community, and I think like to also feel like I have a community of people out there like you three, that can help me improve my craft, because that's what this is. Teaching is a craft, and you're not going to go into your first year and have it mastered. It takes years and years of working at it. And that's why I love Jessica's question about, do you have to be an induction teacher? There's never this terminal point where I've mastered it all. Like I love the idea of someone coming in and giving me new ideas or giving me feedback. Maybe they'll catch something I hadn't thought of and give me some great ideas. And that's the kind of culture we need to build in South Carolina to improve teaching and to prove, because when you feel equipped and you feel supported and you're getting better at your craft, those are the people that stay, like the four of us that stayed in the profession.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
want to thank you, Todd, for creating CEWL.
Yeah.
This is your brainchild. And so we want to make sure that we're doing it justice and that we're meeting the needs of South Carolina's educators. Because, like you said, this is Center for Educator Wellness and Learning. And we want to focus on both the inner and outer lives of our educators in South Carolina. So whatever we can do at the SCEA to support you, please let us know so that we can make sure that we're meeting your needs.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. All right. What other final things do you need to say? Anything else that we need to talk about with CEWL Coaching?
Well, we're excited about everything that's on the horizon for CEWL Coaching. And so be on the lookout for additional information and paraphernalia coming our way about how to connect with us via email and the information about the teacher helpline. So we just have a few logistics to iron out, but we expect everything to be pretty functional by next week. So we are really excited about it.
Any final thoughts, Angie or Stephanie?
I think Marcella's covered it all.
Yes.
All right. Well, I want to thank the three of you. What an amazing idea. And, you know, and the fact that you're going to continue to build upon it, I think that it's going to really, really have a powerful and positive impact on not only induction teachers, but like other teachers all across the state of South Carolina. I have no doubt about it. And the three of you, I can't think of three better people to lead that program and to be in position to coach teachers and provide them that support. And the fact that it's free and they can do it online, and then you're gonna have all these resources where people can write in questions anonymously. You're willing to go and do the observations. It's such an incredible idea and incredible resource, and I just want to say how grateful I am to the three of you for leading us.
Thanks, Todd.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, that was Dr. Marcella Wine-Snyder, Angi Brush, and Stephanie Johnson. And again, if you want to learn more about our Cool Coaching, just go to the Cool website. It's cool. It's really cool. You can go over there and check it out. It's called cool.us. And if you want to look at the coaching, just put a / and then coaching. Otherwise, you can just look at the navigation at the top and look for the induction tab and all the resources that Dr. Wine-Snyder is creating around in the induction, Cool Induction Institute are under that tab. But there's all kinds of resources at cool.us. We invite you to check those out. I do want to just mention a few things before we sign off. Listen, we've got elections coming up, and it just seems like it came out of nowhere for me. But the Democratic presidential primaries on Saturday, February 3rd, and the last day to request an absentee ballot for that election is January 23rd. And the Republican presidential primaries on Saturday, February 24th. The last day to request an absentee ballot for that is February 13th. I really, really want to encourage everybody who's watching to please get out and vote. Educators have to vote. We have to vote in every election. The people, we just celebrated, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and so many people sacrificed to get us the right to vote, and our democracy. It's really requires all of us to be involved, and the minimum that we can do is to get out there and cast a vote, especially on these presidential primaries. Really, really important. Again, this is the flyer for Cool Coaching. That's Tuesday and Thursday nights, 6 to 8 o'clock. All you have to do is go to cool.us/coaching, and the link is there to join that Zoom call. You get free one-to-one assistance. We're going to have a really amazing conversation, I think, next week on January 24th from 7 to 8 o'clock. Steve Newsom, who wrote a brilliant piece that we released yesterday on the banned book Dear Martin. If you haven't had a chance to read that, that's on the Cool website as well. If you scroll down, you'll see Cool Views by Steve Newsom. I also do some writing there, and that article is just phenomenal and really inspirational. And of course, Pete Stone, who does Cool Vibes, these short little videos. Some of them are funny, some of them are thought-provoking, just around educational philosophy. Those two will be joining me for a conversation around what is the purpose of school. Why do we educate young people? And we're going to take a deep dive into philosophy and politics and economics and social issues. And I think it's going to be a fascinating discussion. Corey Porter is going to be joining us, and she had a few comments earlier. She's going to be joining us on February 1st from 7 to 7:30. She's going to be talking about how she found her voice. She has a powerful voice here in Horry County. She's the president of the Horry County Education Association. Of course, we're the only association with our local associations, and she leads here in Horry County. She's been doing that for years, and she's going to be talking about how she found the courage and strength to find her voice and use her voice. So we hope that you'll join us for that conversation. There are a couple of slots left for this Educator Mindfulness Retreat. There's a few things we're going to be changing about the location. We'll update that as soon as we can. But this is going to take place June 12th through the 14th. There's just a couple slots left. If you're interested in going on retreat, go to cool.us/retreat. And this is this summer. Karen Beeman and Jennifer Dollar are going to join me at the SCEA headquarters. They are the head of Columbia College's Masters in Trauma-Informed Education program. And we're going to do a one-day workshop diving in to the basics on what it means to be a trauma-informed educator. This is essential information if you're not trauma-informed. Really, really highly encourage you to check that, put that on your calendar, and we'll have more details coming up. that is it for tonight's live stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks to everybody who commented. Thanks again to Dr. Wine-Snyder, to Angi Brush, to Stephanie Johnson, our cool coaches. And thanks to you for tuning in. And for all of our educators out there, I want to say how much we appreciate you. What you do is important. You're not thanked enough. You're not paid enough. You don't have the working conditions that you deserve. But what you do is important, and we're thankful for you. And if you're interested in joining a movement to improve those things, to improve the respect, to improve the wages and the working conditions, and to create the kind of schools that you and your students deserve, the humanistic schools that are going to take care of you from the inside out, and that respect your humanity. If we're going to create those kind of schools, we have to come together. We can't be divided in all these different associations. We need to come together under one banner. And I believe that banner is the SCEA. So if you look at the bottom of your screen, you can join us at jointhescea.org, or you can text the word join to 48744. Amazing benefits because you're part of the NEA, the SCEA, and your local association. Amazing, amazing benefits. But it's more than just the benefits. It's about building an effective movement. It's about being part of a union. And in my opinion, if it is unions that can actually improve the working conditions for teachers. So I hope that you'll consider joining us in 2024, being a part of this movement. If you are already a member, please go to the neighbors that you have at school and talk to them about our movement. We need you out there recruiting, because the more voices we have in our union, the more powerful we have, the more we can use that collective power to create the kind of change that we need. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you on January 24th with Steve Newsom and Pete Stone. Until then, have a great week. Stay warm.